Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am a licensed mental health and addictions therapist based out of North Carolina, and I specialize in financial therapy, which is all about helping you heal and understand your relationship with money. But on this channel, I share my own personal finance journey, building wealth, saving, investing, paying off debt, all that good stuff. Okay? Now, welcome back. Happy Monday. It is time for a new week. We have one more day left of June 2026, and we will enter July 2026, God willing. So I'm excited. And specifically for this video, I'm excited about having just reached 4 months 100% self-employed. And it just doesn't even feel real, to be honest. Like, it's very surreal. Because how? Time flies, y'all. It's not even funny. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about when I had my desk sitting over there in that corner, and I was doing these videos and telling you guys that I would put my resignation in at the hospital system I was working for, as a pediatric psychotherapist. And I was getting ready to take this leap of faith, right? Finally doing something that I have wanted to do for a long time, which was go into private practice and just basically work for myself. And, having, like, I had all the evidence to support that I could do this. I've been a contractor before. I've worked for myself before. I had already been doing, my contracts and stuff part-time on the side of the private, like the hospital work I was doing full-time. So I knew I could do it, but I also had like health, I needed insurance. Like, there were so many other things. I'm like, oh, can I do this? But I knew, right? But it was definitely going to be a walk of faith. But I decided to do it. So February 27th, I think, because I think it was the day before my daughter's birthday. It's 27th or 28th. Was my last day. So here we are. We just crossed 4 months. So I want to just, every month I'm going to give you, like, for the first year, I guess, technically, first 12 months, I'm going to give you an update on how things are going behind the scenes. Because, let's keep it real, in 2026, there's a lot of people who are like, I want to quit my job. And, as a therapist, I am always about, like, doing a pros and cons list. Like, really looking at what your goals are, setting some goals, first of all, looking at those goals, and being realistic and smart. You know what I mean? Like, and also knowing that, like, our emotions can somewhat control our behaviors. So I used CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, in my work. So looking at how thoughts are connected to feelings and feelings connected to our behaviors. But or feelings and emotions are fleeting. You know what I mean? So you do not want to be out here making any major decisions based on how you feel in that day. Like, you really need to strategize and plan. So anyway, let's talk about this. So I'm 4 months into it. I have multiple contracts. I have my own private practice, but I primarily work through different platforms so that I don't have to have a lot of responsibility. I just see my clients and I get paid, and they send the payments to my business account, and I pay myself and put my taxes aside and, put money toward my profit accounts, and all that is very straightforward, very clean, very cool, because I'm not going to be doing this too much longer, meaning I made myself like a goal that I wanted to retire from therapy full time by 40, or around like the age of 40. So I have about, 2.5, I think, maybe something like that, 2.5 years left. So yeah, like, I don't want to build this big practice that I won't be doing forever, because, aside from doing therapy, I'm also a professor part-time. So I do teach classes. I actually took a whole year off and I just started back teaching, which has worked out for me. If you see my savings video, then you see that I've been able to use that money to fund my savings challenge goals as well. So anyway, let's talk about this business stuff. So number one thing is that my business is finally finding its rhythm. So I have consistent referrals. I have a very full schedule. I have multiple referral sources, which, again, I work for platforms, or I contract with platforms, so I don't have to go out and, like, market it or anything like that. I did when I first started, but I'm like, that's not for me. I don't really care. Like, nah. Like, I have a profile on these accounts, and if you want to work with me, I'm your girl. If not, find somebody else. Like, it's really that simple. I don't have to go out here and, like, market myself, which I was doing on social media before I shut my social media accounts down. I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care to do all that. Like, that's how I know, like, I'm on the edge of retirement, because I'm not interested. You know what I mean? I set a goal. I want to help as many clients as possible in these next 36 months, which now we're at, closer to, what, I guess 30 months now, or something like that. But that was my goal. I didn't necessarily care about, I don't really care about the insurance or how much I'm making per session. Like, I want to help as many people as I can and meet my financial goals. It's a win-win, because I'm going to show up and do what I need to do as a therapist, and I'm also going to use that money to help set me free. So, and at the end of this, I know that I've made an impact, and so I feel good about that. And just feeling more confident in myself as a business owner. And yeah. So the second thing I realized is that every yes requires a no. So I have to protect my schedule. Because I am self-employed and I control my schedule, I can either open my schedule up more, like I can add additional days, additional hours, time slots, and all that, or depending on my financial goal for that month, sometimes I do that, but then I have to, like, ask myself, like, does this match what you said you wanted to do? Like, are you still operating from that, not scarcity mindset, but more like overperforming, essentially. And so I'm just always trying to be mindful of that. Prioritizing the right referrals. So I have certain platforms where I only have, like, 5 slots, or other platforms based on, like, how it's set up and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It just depends. I'll just put it that way. And just being strategic about, like, what I say yes to. I'll say, like, for example, like, there's one platform where I can see clients that are more higher need, if that makes sense. And I obviously can make more money with that, but I realize, like, that will burn me out. I'd rather see 2 clients and make up for that versus that one, if that makes sense, because I don't have the energy for that. But if it was all about money, then I would just take on those clients, if that makes sense. So I just have to, I balance that out. Like, it's just not worth it. Some things aren't worth it to me. I would say the third thing is that, sorry, I got a message, is that being grateful for the small wins. And small might be, obviously just my clients, their growth and hitting their goals, having a caseload that continues to grow, my clients showing up every week, consistently coming back to work with me, right? Hitting my financial goals, being able to pay my mortgage from my own income. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, the first month I paid the mortgage fully from my own income, that, from self-employed income, it just hit different. I don't know what it is, but it's like, man, like, obviously when you work a job, you earn that money, but, like, you're completely dependent on your job. But whenever, like, paying my mortgage from my own earnings, like, from my revenue from my business, it just felt different, y'all. And then, like, transferring this money to my savings account from money that I've earned, or, like, a goal that I set, it just feels different. So, like, those small wins really matter to me. Also, being consistent here on YouTube, like, even though, because I could easily be like, oh, I'm working now, I'm a business, I don't really need to do this, or, like, I don't have time, but, like, I make time. Like, I have a session in, like, 30 minutes, my first session of the day, but I'm still consistent. Like, I'm still make time and schedule my time where I can still, film my videos on YouTube, which is a business too for me, and still show up my clients, right? I'm really grateful that I'm able to do that. And yeah, just new opportunities that I feel I'm still deciding, like, do I want to go into, like, really create this brand around being a financial therapist, or do I not care enough? I don't know. I haven't decided. Like, I do want to do like TV commentary, being a financial expert on TV, in terms of like news, you know what I'm saying, like news channels and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm still deciding, because a part of me just wants to wrap this up and then go hide under a rock, aka another country, and just travel and chill and just live life. I don't know. I'm still deciding. Okay. Number 4 is that entrepreneurship is still stretching me. Obviously, like, there's still uncertainty. I still have to balance all my responsibilities. I'm still a mom. My children are 18 and 19. So they're very much more like mature and independent. I don't have to like watch after them and all that kind of stuff. But I still have, responsibilities to them. Making decisions like, okay, do I want to like just business decisions, and obviously just trusting myself, and yeah. So what's next? Continuing on, growing, building, you know what I mean, deciding what I want my next phase. Y'all, my ring light went off, so I had to stop, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting a cold or something, y'all. I can feel it, or allergies or something, y'all. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, just continuing on this path. I feel like I'm heading in the right direction, but I do want to get clear on what I want this to look like. You guys know I am, hitting my savings goals and definitely my revenue goals. Investing again, paying off debt. Like, I have a lot of financial goals, and I'm being consistent. I'm reaching those goals. But in terms of like career, I don't know. Like, I have enjoyed teaching this semester. I taught like an 8-week class. Tonight I'm teaching, and then I have one more class left of that, and just waiting to hear back if I'll get any more teaching contracts for the fall, which may or may not happen. Depends. I know they're making some cuts at the university I teach for. The Department of Education stuff is, I think it's impacting a lot of universities, and people don't even really know about all that stuff behind the scenes, but it's crazy. So, like, do I want to teach more? Do I want to lean into my YouTube channel? I don't think I would ever like fully depend on YouTube, unless I hit my financial goals and I'm getting interest and I've started another business that is passive, meaning I've just invested in it and I'm getting investment money, or yeah, that's what you call it, probably something else, but I don't have to work it, if that makes sense. Like, I've invested in it and I get the interest, or, you know what I'm saying, payments or whatever. I don't know. Like, I'm really deciding what that looks like, because I know this won't be forever. Like, it wasn't meant to be forever. But just showing up, staying energized, taking care of myself, working out, staying consistent, all those things. And but I'm finding more and more things that I want to do every day, like different places I want to visit, things that I'm really, really intrigued by, that I just know that, like, after I'm done with these goals, like the next 30 months or so, I'm really going to be outside. So I know y'all watch me on these videos and y'all probably like, all she do is like work and like that's it. But yeah, because I know that, like, God willing, on the other side of this, y'all see me, y'all gonna be like, where's she at now? Because I'm telling you, I have sacrificed so much, and I have getting messages from clients, just sacrificed a lot, and I'm okay with that because I know it's to come, and I know there's a level of freedom on the other side of this. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you like this 4-month update in terms of my self-employment journey. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who have cheered me on and have believed in me and never try to talk me out of it or think like, oh, you crazy girl in this economy. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, thank y'all so much. I love you guys. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, see you soon.